It's McCabe and Jenny on 101.9 The Mix, and today very excited to have singer, songwriter, pop star, SHAB. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Chi-Town. I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
Welcome
you for
to
having
Chicago.
Me.
Have you been here before?
I actually lived here like 12, 13 years ago, right on Randolph. Like, I love it here. The energy of the city, the people. It's amazing. I mean, you can never go wrong with any place you pick to eat, and the fashion is mwah.
Oh, well, welcome back. Okay, so when you do visit, though, you only have a limited time, I'm sure.
Yes.
Where's that one spot you always have to go to, or your favorite place?
You know, you can never go wrong with a good old Italian food down here. And anything you really pick, it's pretty good. Mm-hmm. And, of course, to come visit you guys.
Well, you said you had like a unique thing. Also, whenever you go out, you happen to meet the owners of like the restaurant or the hotels. They just happen to be there.
It's just that, you know, my family owned restaurants many years, and I was going to college, and I was working like 3 jobs in all the different restaurants we owned. So I think it's like they connect to me, or it's like the attraction. Mm-hmm. Or whenever I go and get a table, it's just like there's people waiting, and they always sit me down. I'm like, my team is always like, "How do you do it?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I figure things out," you know, like.
Well, you have such an incredible story, but I want to take it back to, when did your musical journey start? Like, when did you decide, I want to get into this?
It really started professionally, I want to say like 6 years ago. But about 10 years ago, I mean, I always wanted to do it. I think it was the opportunity that wasn't there, or I was always like moving and trying to find a new life. And so once I was settled, I was like, you know, if I don't do this now, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. At least I can try it and see what happens. And I always like to put myself into a challenge, you know, and I'm like, I can do this. And as long as, you know, you work hard, you stay humble, and you work at it, things eventually happen, because I always say that when you work at something, it favors you. It's kind of like, you know. So, yeah.
I love that.
Well, let's talk about your album, One Suitcase. And this is a story. I mean, pretty much from track 1 to the final track.
Correct.
Tell us about this.
So, One Suitcase is really my story, is my refugee story, coming from fundamentalism to a modern world, to figure out how it is to be a woman. And, you know, and so it's about freedom, liberty, love. And so basically, I think like every track on there is sort of like my life story. And so music has been so healing for me, because, you know, when I was 6, 7, there was a Iran-Iraq war. And a lot of people always ask me, why did you pick music? Is because there was the bombs coming down, and the louder the bombs got, the louder our music got. And my mom was cooking. We kept ourselves in this little bubble. Music is so transformational, and I always talk about like it transports you to another place. You know, you can just close your eyes, and if you're having a bad day and whatever it is, you just put a good tune in, and it's just like automatically you just feel like really happy.
And you said you are donating the proceeds of this
Correct.
album. Can you tell us about that?
Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, actually, there's a charitable organization in London called Choose Love, and they help refugees and also misplaced people in the world. And so I have a special place in my heart for that, and so I just wanted to do something good for the world. I was like, you know, let me just give back. I own my own label, my husband and I would say he gave me wings to fly, and so I'm so grateful to him as well. His name is Rob. So, but yes, all the proceeds go to a charitable organization called Choose Love, and they're all around the world. So it's.
And with the new album, will you be touring at some point this year?
So we're actually coming out with we're putting on 2 shows together, one for like a concert and one for like an EDM dance party, because I have so many great dance songs.
Yeah.
And I talked to Richie Jackson. He's my choreographer, and also you know, and he's done stuff for Lady Gaga for so many years, and he's helping me out. And so we want to put together like 2 really amazing like shows, but separate. Feel.
And I want to talk about one of those songs on the album, Lipstick.
Yes. So
when I listened to it, it was like a throwback 80s vibe. Is that what you were going for, or what's
Definitely.
the inspo?
I think what happens is I was raised by my brothers and sisters. I have 13 of them. I'm the 13th. So being exposed to so many different genres of music throughout my life, that really inspired me. That's why my album has so many different sounds, you know, but it does have a 80s throwback. It's you know, the 80s kid's gonna like it, the new kid's gonna like it. It's a fun, cute, girlfriend, like, top down, summer, good feel song.
You said you have, so how many siblings?
13. I'm the baby.
13.
There's 7 boys, 5 girls.
Do they have a lot of input on your music too? Like when you finish a song, you're like, all right, everybody, you got to check this out.
Yes, actually they do. And my kids do as well. And they're 8 and 6. And they usually like it. They're like, oh my God, it was so good. And what is the video? What's the vision for that now? Or they send me songs that I should do. They're always inspiring me. I'm always inspired by my environment, by the people I'm with. Like you guys today, you never know. Maybe there comes a song out of this.
I love that. So who are some of the artists who you've looked up to or you're inspired by?
So I think my earlier years was really like maybe ABBA and, the Jacksons and, so many different like maybe some Turkish music and Arabic and but and then in Baltimore I was exposed to mostly like hip hop and R&B, and I never really heard that stuff before, and I would say Wu-Tang raised me, and people like, I was like, they're pretty good, so. And then in Germany it was mostly like techno and pop. And then I started going to DC, and it was like a lot of techno, again, like EDM dance stuff. And so that's why it's just so many different genres. I'm like, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit here, there, so everyone can, enjoy.
I feel like country is a genre that a lot of people are also getting into. Could you see yourself doing
Persian country
a country
singer.
song?
Yeah. Actually, my the first ballad I ever did, because music is so powerful that I just really didn't want to sing a sad song. I always listen to really upbeat music. And so, but One Suitcase, which is the track name of my album, it's also the only ballad I've ever sang is the first one, and has kind of like that country vibe, maybe a little bit in there sprinkled.
Okay.
Dallas Austin helped me write that song in North Tokyo. It's a really beautiful song. Anybody can relate to it. It's my refugee story, but it's anybody like moving to another city for a job or someone leaving a relationship that's not good. So it's always like in a suitcase, right? In life, you're always doing something with one suitcase. Yeah.
And did I also see that you worked with Fat Joe?
I did.
How did that come about?
It was just an idea. I always liked him, and I always loved the song Lean Back. And we were like, let's just send it to him and see what happens. If he likes my song, it was the first song that we ever released during the COVID. It was called Spell on Me. So we sent it to him. We're like, we just want to like have you do your own rap on it. And he's like, you sound good. It's like a Madonna or something. Yeah, actually, if you go to YouTube and put behind the scenes for Voodoo, you'll see it. So we called it Voodoo, and he did like his own little rap on it. He was on the set doing the music video. He was so much fun. He was making everyone laugh on the set, and he's such a beautiful heart. Like, really, he told Rob and I, he's like, if you guys need anything, please let me know. And if you're ever in New York, and just a good rounded guy.
We need a Voodoo part 2.
Exactly. I was like, let's do it. Yeah.
Now, with Fat Joe, is there anyone else that is like on your list of you would like to work with or collab with?
Of course, I always am open to collaboration, and there's a few people we're thinking about. There's actually a Persian singer. He's very international. His name is Arash, and he did the song "I Adore You." I'm sure everyone knows that song. It's such a good song. But yeah, I have him in mind. Maybe Tiesto, Armin van Buuren.
That would be
There's
awesome.
you know, sort of like more DJ kind of sets where they can like mix one of my songs, because the beat is everything. Once you have that, the people like wet to that, and then they wet to, they marry the lyrics in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Well, being Persian, I have to ask, have you listened to Ed Sheeran's new song?
I love that song. Actually, we just wrote a new song in LA, and it has Persian words in it, and it's an EDM song. And these guys are from like Holland, and they're amazing.
Seeing his music video, is it Azizam?
Azizam means
Azizam.
My love, my darling. Yeah, Azizam.
Would you say the music video for that is accurate, following through a Persian wedding?
They try to put like everything in like 2.5 minutes. It's a bit much, but it gets the point.
Okay.
The Persians are eat. It's like you're like, I already ate. No, eat. So make sure you go to a Persian house if they invite you hungry, because they're gonna give you a couple plates full, and they are kissing you. It's like both the cheeks. We don't do one because the other cheek will get jealous, darling.
Do you get lipstick all over your cheeks?
No, you just kind of like do a little side thing.
Okay.
What's a popular dish?
So the kebabs you can never go wrong with those, like grilled tomatoes and the, chicken and the beef and stuff. But the pheasant June is really good. It's kind of like a pomegranate walnut situation with chicken. Sometimes they serve it with duck, depending on, but there's always rice. There's
Yeah.
always some kind
I'm
of korma
hungry.
sabzi is great. It's like a lot of different vegetables, and like you cook it with the beans, and then you throw like some meat in there as well, and it cooks for like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, Persian food takes forever to make. I mean, it's like these people are like, and then after you eat lunch, you're like, so what's for dinner? You eat breakfast.
Already
what's for
thinking
lunch?
of the next meal.
It's like we just constantly talking about food and what we're gonna eat next. Like I don't know how we're not like, God bless America and the whole world.
I love that. Well, Shab, what is next for you? What can we expect to come?
Well, I think a tour. I think we're just gonna kind of get ready for a tour and just really showcasing these beautiful songs and telling a story. I think when I want to do my own concert, how does that look like? And I think it's like telling a story, and you're like inspiring other people through your story. So there's entertainment obviously involved. You're doing the dancing and all that, but there's something, the core deep of it is like, how do I inspire more people through this concert or through this music? And I think that's what's going to be next for us.
Well, we're looking forward to it. And Shab, thank you so much for taking the time and sharing your story today with
thank you so
101.9 The Mix. And anytime you're back in Chicago, please stop by.
Aw, thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I
Thank
love
you.
the energy.
Give it up.
Love you guys. Thank you.